remember to reach out for ledges should you fall while climbing.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majduddin for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salahuddin's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majduddin has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of demanding it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are two locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dai.
Don't foul this, Altair.
Steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Won't anyone help me?
Stop
it, please!
I'll have your head now!
Thank God you saved me! All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Who saw what happened here? Foolish old man. Don't hurt me, please!
I need food.
Stop this,
I'm so
please.
hungry.
You're
Just a little
me.
money, I beg of you.
Foolish old man. Help!
A few
I need
coins.
help.
All I
Please,
ask is
anyone.
for a few coins.
Stop this, please!
Please,
You're
stop
hurting me!
Weha!
No chance against me. God is on my
Thank you. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that we hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero. انتبهوا جيدا. سأتذكر شكلك. لن يخفى علي أبدا. إذا
My
رأيتموه
family is sick and
لا
dying.
تدعوه يموت.
Could you spare a few coins?
I won't
No,
let you
please
get
don't
away again.
leave. Just a few coins, please. I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. No, you don't understand. I
I'll
have
tell you.
nothing.
I meant to meet a contact nearby, but the guards seem to have it in for me. Every time I leave here, I'm attacked and forced to flee. I'm simply not the fighter I once was. Would you be willing to see me safely to my destination?
لا تدعوه.
Do that again and I'll split you in two.
نحن نعرف شكله. لن يخدعنا أبدا.
Die, infidel! Pathetic!
You will not get away from me!
What's this?
Oh, may God have mercy.
What happened here?
Be wary, friends! Oh, damn. Everywhere!
Show yourself.
Waiting! Always! Infidel!
You'll never get away. You will never win.
Everywhere they ride,
Show
it
yourself.
is only suffering in their wake.
Such a shame.
They say it is a crusade.
What is
A
this?
crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can. Damned infidel!
Who could have done such a thing?
Good. I should be safe here. They won't dare spill blood in front of a holy place. In the chaos, I managed to grab this from one of the guards. Perhaps it'll be of use to you.
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. south comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us. Always be strong, strong like Salah-ad-Din, and take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, strong like Salah-ad-Din. Take up arms against our enemies.
The order. He wants us to repair a stage for another execution. Today.
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majd-ad-Din parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah-ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Hırsızlar garajına müstahak.
Why are you doing this? What have I done? Let go of me! I did nothing wrong! Why is he doing this? I beg of you. Just a few coins, please. I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few coins, please. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
What are you
Food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
Hırsızlar garajına müstahak.
انتهى الأمر.
I will end your life. Leave this place. Leave, peasant, before I make you.
هل تريد قول شيء ما؟
I am sorry, Ahmad. They came without warning.
My son? They have my son? What is to be done with him?
We did everything we could.
What is to be done with him?
He's to be executed. Today.
No, I won't allow it.
But what can we do? Majduddin will hear no appeals. He says there can be no barter with God's will.
This is not God's will, but madness. I'll go to him myself. Where is he?
He will attend the execution. Perform it even. He enjoys the act. Truly evil man.
We have no time to lose then. Let's go.
أنت حثالة. لص حقير.
I done wrong.
سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
Won't anyone help me?
Turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us by God.
أنت حثالة.
I done wrong.
Is he?
Help me, please.
Defiance is to disrespect him. And there is no greater evil
away.
than this. Majduddin understands. He works to cast out the wicked among us, that we may live righteous lives.
Fires of war consume the land.
Watch carefully those around you, those you think you know so well. For none of us is above temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how minor it seems,
أنت
they
حثالة.
must be reported.
نص. أنت حثالة.
Help me.
Leads to larger
موت أيها اللص.
على رسلك.
This won't have to be
and they would have made off with me.
Majdudin is here to see that even when this happens,
The English
we
king
are
and his
returned
infidel
to
army.
proper
They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, find favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God, and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can. Force him. Force the Christian king and his go against the will of God. It must be made to pay.
Damned archers! We are to launch an assault against one of Majdudin's lieutenants. But we cannot do anything until the rooftops have been cleared. And I have no men to spare. Would you be willing to help? Just make sure they do not see you coming, or we will have to begin again.
We will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must
Leave
be
now,
destroyed.
or I'll make you.
Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. He tempts us always. He's strong like Saladin. He performs the deeds of enemies. Whatever way he can. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. A tragedy. Die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. Praise these who fight the sound strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world.
God damn you!
Leave
me alone.
Resist. We must push back. South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged.
How about we turn around and go away?
Glorious and exalted is he. Find favor with
All
us.
hold darkness in our hearts.
Victory.
Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. We are only human.
away.
We might falter. We might fail. Majdudin is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned to a proper course. Confess to him.
No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
We all hold darkness in our hearts. Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. But we are only human. We might falter. We might fail. Majdudin is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned to a proper course. Confess to him, and he will show mercy. But should you try to run, to hide, You will be found and made to pay. There is nothing more insidious than one who turns back on the law. For the law was given to us by God. Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him. And there is no greater evil than this. Majduddin understands. He works to cast out the wicked among us, that we may live righteous lives. We all hold darkness in our hearts. Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. But we are only human. We might falter, we might fail. Majduddin is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned to a proper course. Confess to him, and he will show mercy. But should you try to run, to hide, you will be found and made to pay. We all hold darkness in our hearts. Each day is a struggle to remain strong in our faith. But we are only human. We might falter, we might fail. Majduddin is here to see that even when this happens, we are returned to a proper course. Confess to him, and he will show mercy.
Be wary, friends.
Should you try to run, to hide, you will be found and made to pay.
Be strong.
We all hold darkness in our hearts.
Take up arms
Each
against our
day is a
enemies
struggle to
in
remain
whatever way
strong.
you can.
Huh?
Now comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Stop this man! I stand before you to deliver a warning.
There is nothing more insidious than one who turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us.
Why is he doing that?
I need food. I'm so hungry.
There is nothing more insidious than one who turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us by God. Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him. And there is no greater evil than this. Majduddin understands. He works to cast out the wicked among us, that we may live righteous lives. There is nothing more insidious than one who turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us by God. Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him. And there is no greater evil than this. Majduddin understands. He works to cast out the wicked among us, that we may live righteous lives. There is nothing more insidious than one who turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us by God. Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him. And there is no greater evil than this. Majduddin understands.
Defense of our great civilization.
Cast out the wicked among
Make
us.
no mistake. It is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king must be us all white for the world. We must resist. We must push back. Force him! Force the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can.
Stop him!
Be wary, friends.
Nereye kayboldun?
How?
What happened to you?
Huh? Show yourself.
What happened here?
I'm starting to understand why Al-Mualim favors you. I assume you have been sent to deal with Majd-ud-Din, yes? Then it might help you to know that he enjoys lecturing his prisoners before executing them. While doing so, he turns his back to the crowd. It would be the perfect moment for you to strike. Now, I must attend to my men. We have our own targets to deal with.
Watch carefully those around you. Those you think you know so well.
Are you a friend of mine?
None of us
No?
is above
So get away
temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how minor it seems, they must be reported.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Watch carefully those around you. Those you think you know so well. For none of us is above temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how minor it seems, they must be reported. A small crime.
Do something!
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Only come forward so that he might know their names.
Die, thief!
There is nothing more insidious than one who turns his back on the law. For the law was given to us by God. Glorious and exalted is he. To defy it is to disrespect him. And there is no greater evil than this. Majd-ud-Din understands. He works to cast out the wicked among us, that we may live righteous lives. There is no harm in naming them. Those among you who defy the law. We are nothing without our faith, without its rules and its direction. To defy it is to defy the one who leads us. Such behavior cannot be allowed.
Speak now and I'll let you live. If I were you, I'd call for help. You'll pay for it. Is it the fight you want? May God have mercy on your soul.
Enough! I still breathe, so you must desire more than just my life. What is it?
You know Majd-ud-Din well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think he hides something, and I think you'll tell me what it is.
It's a veil. All of it. Men like me, we are meant to scare them, fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans. Their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with. Works for, perhaps. I am uncertain. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative, addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
Show yourself.
Just a few coins. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
How odd.
I'm a strange man.
Please, sir, have any money?
My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
Leave now.